Hate to break it to you, Kasumi's not a newcomer. Sorry, proceed. You know, sometimes I have to watch my words. I said the Millennium fight was coming, but all these fighting games around this time had Millennium in them. Millennium Fight, Match of the Millennium, Mark of the Millennium, and here we have the King of Fighters 99 Millennium Battle. This is a very different step for the King of Fighters. We are stepping into a new storyline, a new era, a new style of play, a bunch of new characters. It's a lot to take in, and truth be told, this was the first King of Fighters I ever played. You remember the PlayStation 1? You remember walking into your local game stores and seeing this PS1 KOF 99 disc on the shelf for like 20 bucks? It's like, I was into Street Fighter back in the day. And then it's like, get in. So, here we are. This is KOF 99. Let's battle for the Millennium. Pop them quarters in. Yeah, there was a lot to take in with this one. Bunch of new systems, but what hasn't changed? It's still a 4-button game. Now what has changed? There's a new power meter. Even whipping stuff, you get meter. Able to increase power in 2 ways. Here comes counter mode. You do more damage, but you're more susceptible. Armor mode. You don't get stunned, and you get more defense. This is a mode with a time limit attached to it, and when that time limit runs out, you can't grow meter for the time being. And, the most important introduction, the striker system. What are these strikers? Isn't this a 3-team game? Wrong. This is a 4-person team now. You fight 3v3, but they add in a 4th character. There's a lot of characters to take in with this game, and there's a few missing ones. I'm gonna let you figure out who's missing, judging by the character select screen, but the Sun and Moon tell a lot. We're gonna be using the hero team. The new heroes, if you will. And we're gonna put them front and center. So this is Maxima. Mr. Combat Bodysuit Man. Probably doesn't help we're fighting like a little pipsqueak like Choi. A lot of his moves have, a couple of his moves actually, a couple of his moves have armor behind them, which means you can punch him, but that attack's going through. What I like about Maxima here, he has a lot of neat little punches attached to him. Big ol' rocket punch. He has this little grab combo that I wish I could connect. And he has a grapple super, where he bullhorn headbutts you at the end. I like Maxima, he's cool. He's a little out there considering the rest of the cast, but KOF's going in a new direction. battle ability. You get graded for your match after every round, or like every set. You needed to be at a certain amount to get fights down the lane. And spoilers, I've never fought high enough to reach it. Let's focus on the other piece of the puzzle, the far more important one. Mr. K apostrophe. Sometimes called K Prime to the misinformed, but he's really called K Dash. He has a familiar moveset, but it's got that new Millennium spin on it. He has a fireball, but he picks the fireball at you. Right in the nick of time. Yes, this game's very nostalgic to me. As I said before, it's my first KOF. It was my first real exposure to SNK. I mean, you knew of them, because you played stuff like Baseball Stars. But you didn't know they made fighting games. I mean, they made Fatal Fury and Samurai Showdown, but you didn't know the train kept going. Benimaru is a character we haven't really had a chance to really play around with. Electricity is his game. You gotta watch out for Mr. Shin here. It's about the same. I expected as much. There are a lot less fights in this arcade run, and I'm okay with that. Let's give K another shot at the forefront. Round one. So this is Whip, and I bet you can't guess what her weapon is. Fight. Normally I do a lot better with K, so this is actually kind of embarrassing. Not good for what we've got ahead of us. Gotta make notes of that. Nope, not getting away with that. Ooh, from that far. Alright. Oh my god, thank you, Benimaru. Alright. Li Zhangfei. She's actually brought in from the Fatal Fury series, one of the later ones. The game she was brought in from was ironically also a dream match. There we go. See the effectiveness of Maxima? As he gets bopped for a 100 hit combo. So Maxima can just eat up that fireball and punch right through it. Nope. Nope. Blowing right through it. Never did like fighting Kane in any capacity. Tsumi Kodo, aka the quote-unquote newcomer, back from KOF 96. Slightly new look. Okay. She's got a few new moves, but the name of the game is still waves of attack and counter moves. Like so. Okay, Benimaru, don't fail me now. Oh, game. Can't just go quietly, can you? It's passable. And I've seen better. So here come the finals. And of course, it's the Fatal Fury team. Okay, K. Mr. K-Dash, you get your shot first. Okay, do not let me down.
Round 1. Fight.
Somehow this finals takes place in a sewer. I know it's not actually the finals, but come on. They just say that. Okay then. I see we're going to be difficult.
Round 2. Fight.
Well, that's a counter.
Round 3. Fight.
I did not have super. It was my error.
Round 4. Fight.
Don't question that we're fighting on a platform that more than likely has no rails. Oh, not even a chance. That's That's not good.
Counting.
So once again, you do get your little conditions and specialties to kind of help you through the arcade mode. Not doing that. Your battle ability gets cut in half, and you can basically kiss the secret fights goodbye if you use a single continue.
Round 1. Rogue music. Fight.
Well, I can see you're just mashing buttons. Okay. Mash away.
Round 2. Fight.
Nope, couldn't set it up.
Round 3. Fight.
See? I see exactly what we're doing here. Okay.
Winner.
That's how we do business.
Round 4.
Can't quite get the Street Fighter DNA out of you, can you, Terry? Thank you. Oh my god, always a slicker of help, isn't it?
Winner. Round 5. Fight.
Ah, the one time. The one time you don't check your feet.
Counting.
Okay, gonna change things up a bit.
Round 1.
はい、1、2、3、4、信号、1番手、いきまーす。
ファイト。
Oh, duh. Input reading is strong with this game. Once you get to the later rounds.
Winner. Round 2. Fight. Winner.
よしやりましたよ草薙さん
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, that was just fucked.
Winner. Round 4. Fight.
I'll take that. So when I said that KOF was going in a different direction, here we have the Ikari Warriors doing Ikari Warriors things. They are the main focus of the background of these tournaments' plots. There's a secret organization out there that is using the abilities of the Ultimate Fighter. And they happen to have him in mass production. Benimaru, a bit of a nice little film buff. Alright. So this is going to need a specific team to get through. This boss is pretty nasty if you're underprepared. Meet Chrysalid.
Fight.
In Form 1, he is very reserved. With the exception of his fireball that he will throw out. It hits twice. Covers a pretty good height, so good luck actually jumping over it. Got it. Good punch. Good position. But if you thought that was the end, how many King of Fighters games have you actually played? That battle data is not just a score. It's not just your point total. It serves an extra purpose. The battle data that we're used is being sent to the organizers of this tournament. So that way, their nice little Kyo Kusanagis walking around every stretch of the planet have the power to get shit done, in layman's terms. And K-Dash is one of them. His moves aren't just similar to Kyo. He's an exact clone. These are the antagonists, the NESTS cartel. And this is also our final boss, Killer Instinct. Now the fight gets dirty. The cape comes off, and your hopes die with them. Get to know that Typhoon real well. If we could just reach a little more. So he's basically Sagat. He's a zoner. He has the means of keeping you at bay, and if you even think of jumping at him, he has not one, but 2 anti-airs.
Round 2. Fight.
That's not even taking into account how easy it is for him to build meter. With him, you can't really afford to be methodical. You've got to go in on this fight, but it's easier said than done.
Round 3. Fight.
One opening, that's all it takes. One opening is all it takes.
Counting.
So, we're gonna be using one of those little quirks. And just so things can be a little on the safe side, I'm using Striker Max. Because I'm gonna need every single one of them.
Round 1. Fight.
Not too far. Alright.
Round 1. Fight.
It's not good when you're in the corner with him. Because if he's at mid-range, you can't touch him, and you basically can't move. I suppose
Fight!
And if you're thinking to yourself, didn't you have max strikers previously? Well, because the quirk, whatever you pick, whatever bonus you get, does not apply to the final fight. In other words, he's gonna get meter, and we're just gonna have to let him do it. Oh my god, can we roll through stuff, please?
Round 3. Fight!
You're a big help, Shingo. Never forget that. Shit. Wasn't ready for the super. That was my own fault.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh,
Over. Winner. Round 1.
third time's gotta be the charm.
Fight!
Oh. Ah! The most lethal weapon in his arsenal. Back actions. No, you can't even roll through it. And there you go. There you go, Chrysalid. Such an incredible mistake that even God is laughing at you. You've essentially outlived your usefulness. Ah, Shingo. Holy shit, Shabab. At least the standard SNK dialogue is still there. I can handle a 100 blasts. But King of Fighters 99. It's a new step, a new direction for King of Fighters. Kyo and Iori were basically absent from this one, unless you manage to beat the game into submission and get a high enough battle score, you'll fight them at the end, but in the arcade version, that's the one and only time they're in the game. You can unlock them by beating them, or you could just wait for the console version to get released, and hey, there they are. But it was strange. SNK went all the way with their new hero. It's like back when, with Street Fighter 3. Originally, they weren't going to have Ryu and Ken. But Capcom said, what are you guys doing? Put them in the game. SNK said, Kyo and Iori, who's that? But they'll be back for the next tournament.